Some tragic news in the world of hockey as former NHL and minor coach Joe Crozier passed away today. Crozier was known for his coaching more so than his playing efforts. However, he had some good years in the senior leagues, playing for the famous Quebec Aces that Jean Beliveau once held. And in 1958, he decided to be head coach of the Quebec Aces, and then he would join the Rochester Americans of the American Hockey League and played 5 games for the Leafs, getting 3 assists. He would finish his playing career with Rochester in 1961. However, he would start his coaching career with Charlotte of the Eastern Hockey League. And then Rochester, who was a Leafs affiliate at that time for the AHL, decided to name him their head coach. And in 1965, he helped them win the Calder Cup as the AHL champion. In 5 years with the team, he won 3 titles as the head coach. Specifically, he was head coach when Don Cherry was still playing minor league hockey for Rochester and helped Cherry win a few titles. He would then head to the Western Hockey League for a couple seasons and won both Lester Petrick Cups as Western Hockey League champions. But the Western Hockey League is more the professional league, not the minor junior league we know today. And then he was named coach of the Cincinnati Swords before Punch Imlach had a heart attack and lost his coaching job as Crozier was given the position. He would coach the rest of the 72 season and then was the main coach when Imlach stepped down. He helped the Sabres make the playoffs against the Habs but lost. After his 3rd season, he was replaced by Floyd Smith. He then went to the World Hockey Association to join the Vancouver Blazers / Calgary Cowboys as coach and GM. All that. Crozier would actually surprisingly be named the coach of the Leafs in the NHL. And the Leafs would only win 13 out of 40 games with him. Crozier would then be replaced by Mike Nikolak from the broadcast booth. However, Crozier found true power in 1982 when he joined for 2 seasons the Kitchener Rangers, my hometown team, in the Major Junior Ontario Hockey League. The Rangers just came off a Memorial Cup loss to the Cornwall Royals with Orville Tessier, who passed away a couple weeks ago himself. And Crozier led the team to the Memorial Cup, getting to the Memorial Cup final and beating Sherbrooke 7-4 to give the Rangers their first of 2 Canadian Hockey League titles. The other was 2003, if you must know. And then in 1983, Kitchener still stayed strong, but fell to Sault Ste. Marie in the conference finals. And then after 2 seasons, he went back to Rochester for 1 season, getting them to the AHL final against Maine, but lost in 5 games. Crozier would retire and be named to the American Hockey League Hall of Fame in 2012 as both player and coach. As an NHL coach, he was 90, 102, and 40 with no overtime games being played at that time. So you had 220 regular season points. He only had 1 postseason appearance, and that was against the Habs in 73 for Buffalo, but they lost in 6. In the WHA, he went 109, 117, and 13. They lost the semifinals to Winnipeg in 1976. And, of course, he didn't do that well in the NHL. However, he helped the Kitchener Rangers win the Memorial Cup as coach and Calder Cup trophies in 65, 67, 68. A couple of them with Don Cherry. So it was amazing to see him. Crozier would end up being married twice, having 5 children and 11 grandchildren.